things are about to go crazy. But don't worry, because for people who have purchased their chart or is about to purchase their birth chart here between Monday all the way to Wednesday, I'll be hosting a free discussion about Rahu and Ketu on this solar eclipse that is going to be happening on October 25th. So I do suggest get your chart now. And if you already gotten it, you will get a notification from us. And I will see you in this October 8th and the 15th. And it's free. I just want to see everyone. And then let's study all together on what is about to come upon us and what can we see and how can we work and make friends basically with Rahu and K2. So I will see you there. And next to this is your reading for the eclipse. Leos, we're here and we're going to keep pushing. I'm kidding. We're going to keep pushing what's pushing this retrograde craziness. Okay. Love it. Right? I already gave you guys the prediction for that one, the monthly horoscope. But here we are, another reading based on the eclipse. So are we ready, Leos? Everybody's welcome in this reading. Let me explain how it works. This is going to be based on Leo ascendant, sidereal Vedic astrology, and the moon signs are welcome. But the sun sign needs to get their time and place of birth so they can really see where it's manifesting, as the sun sign is not used for doing such prediction. Okay? Are we still friends even though I say you need to get your time and place of birth? Because we can't be lazy thinking that we are our sun sign the whole time of our existence, because we are more than that. Our ascendant is very, very important. All right. So let's begin with the Leos. Let's see. Let's see where it's manifesting, Leo. It is manifesting in the third house. The third house is your younger siblings. These are people that you trust, it's your brethren. This is where your courage is, your mental strength. This is where your desires are born. Our communication skills is here. Our creativity. Our arms is actually third house. Our expenditure on vehicles and houses, as it is a 12 from the fourth. So you can see how much you're spending in a house by looking at your third house. You can see how much you're spending on a car by looking at your third house. That easy. So if you have big expenses there, then you're probably either getting a good car that's so expensive or getting a bad deal. It's so easy. Now, other references for the third house is going to be the part where our heroism is here, our intensity is here. People who work with or under us as a subordinate can be here also. This is where you will learn from earlier part of your childhood teachings. Our short journey, like when you're going to work, this is third house. This is also, I'm not going to discuss that because I don't think I can say that in YouTube, because there are things in astrology that you just cannot say. So knowing that, Leo, that it's happening in your third house, let's begin adding flavor to this. Now, take in consideration that your Lagna Lord will step into your third house. This could have given you enormous courage, brave. However, the sun gets debilitation in Libra in 10 degrees. It's a debilitation sign, but the specific degree would be in 10 degrees. And as it moves towards the as it moves towards closer, deeper into Libra, you may feel worrisome, fearsome, doubtful. The reason being is the sun does not thrive here. Debilitation means it's having issues, trying to work harder, giving to you what it normally does, which is exaltation is going to be in Aries. Now, the main part of its debilitation here, that's why I'm more focused on that because this is your Lagna Lord, is that it becomes a servant because Libra will be the service and the sun is the king and it would refuse to become a servant of service, meaning for the many. As the sun we look up. This is where Saturn is exalted in Libra, but the sun is debilitated. So you may find yourself questioning one's ego about helping others, such as your siblings, or people that are your friends also. You may doubt it. You may feel like you are taken advantage by this inner circle of yours. Now, the sun is also our inspiration. So we look up to the sun, gives us energy. This gives you energy, as this is your ascendant. It's in charge of your health. Then there may be some health issues that may arise during this time, so be careful. Now, there is a constant need here about the moon, because the moon is also here, of course, in Libra. There'll be a significant time in your life where you may need to ask help from other people. This is when we become more realistic in life. Let's just say you're a person who is well to do and you don't like, asking help, excuse me, this and that. Well, this may be a time that you will ask for help. You have bright ideas. Excuse me. You have bright ideas here with Venus in the third house, in arts, creativity, film, writing, poetry, maybe even acting, singing, theater. You have this whole thing in front of you. Either you are the artist or you are the one consuming the arts. But during this time, if this is your career, meaning this is what you want to do because it's the birth of your desire in the third house, the outcome would be, how to say this? If you're going to be happy, it would be in your fifth house. So here it's just showing that there are things that you are trying to find, to create, but may not bring you a sense of satisfaction. Things will become more realistic in your life. Now, if we look at K2 here, you're very much on point with your decisions if you just look at K2. But if you put Sun and Moon, then chances are, if there are decisions that you're making, your parents probably would be contradicting it and not really going with you with certain goals that you are setting if you're still living with them. Now, Venus here in Libra, the part where you're trying to manage, all this inner circle of friends that you have together with what you want in life. This is the part where you will. I don't mean to hurt any Leos at all, but what I'm seeing here is that friends and people around you becomes more vital. But what I'm seeing here, because Keto is a past life, there are things that didn't work out, and that's why you're not together with them. Even your siblings, they're feeling of indifference. There you go, just a feeling of indifference. You're processing this. Okay, remember, this is where you take charge in the third house. This is where you choose. Third house. This is the house of choices. And normally, as a Leo, you'll be roaring and you'll be claiming it. You'll be saying, this is me. I'm an apologetic person because I know what I'm doing is for the right. And Leos will always try to do what is right, as you are the king. But lately, you feel that everyone is doing wrong. And now you need to take charge. The problem here is during the eclipse, it is not the best time to make those big decisions and choices. So you would need to be more conservative with your choices. Try to avoid anything that would lead to big arguments with your siblings, with your mom and dad, or with your auntie or uncle. Now, I don't see this much affecting your romantic connection, if that's something that you're asking. I do sense here that it can affect your relationship at work, which means you will also check if you still want to be where you're at in that work environment. It is not the best time for you to change your career. It's the best time for you to weigh your options and start and take it from there. Finances, as a later part of the October, will become a challenge. Your earnings will be affected. There are significant gains, but there are significant expenses also that will surface. You may have issues with your, if I were to touch Rahu here, you may have issues with your father. You may question your faith during this time or be open to a foreign faith. You may change your religion, your spirituality, as you're constantly seeking for answers. It's a good time for reading scriptures and sacred texts and going back to your roots is a good time. For some, this can also bring a second marriage. If you're already done with your first, you can start taking your second. Maybe your third? No, I'm kidding. Okay. So the reason why I did this is to invite everyone in the upcoming discussion that I'll be hosting myself a week from now and 2 weeks from now also. There's two. It's free. Everyone is welcome there if you get the chart from us. So they get the invite. Or if you're just about to get the chart, also in the description box below. I've worked with eclipses. I may not be that old. Okay. But the soul is. Okay. So I want to share my experience and how to manage the changes, the transformation that it brings us, how to build a relationship here with Rahu and K2, for all the different ascendants. And I'll be discussing it there. It's a two-part, and if you have already gotten your chart from us, then expect an invitation. And if you're just about to, then I'm looking forward to seeing you in the discussion. Okay. But next to this is the demo, and I will see you guys again. I'll leave the Leo here with the lion may be asleep for the Leos, but as soon as the sun rises, it will start to hunt again. So it may be a hibernation time for you because you're trying to gain your strength, but you'll be out and about again. All right. So next to this is the demo, and I will see you guys again, Leos. I don't know what you're waiting for. Go get your chart now from today till Wednesday, because the discussion that I'm going to be having for the eclipse, it is 100% free. You go, oh, where is it? There it goes. Okay. And at the same time, I get to play with my new board. So go get your chart. I'll see you in class. That is not a class, it's a discussion. We all learn together. Okay.